I didn't have this on. Sorry about the audio, you guys. Alright, guys. We left off in here with our buddy Karth. Just about to put on this one. I changed my mind from 2 weapons to a single dual-sided. So when we get lightsaber training, we'll do that. And then this is a new, military armor for now. Once you become a Jedi, you really can't use the armor. But I wanted to explore, the early game, pre-Jedi stuff with some of the fun weapons and armor and stuff that you could do. Because most of the stuff, once you're a Jedi, it really limits your force powers. The visors and it's really to help before you get your force powers. So why don't we go over and finish that cantina. If you remember, we were the mysterious stranger. We were dominating some people. Want to open up the stream for me? This is the pod that I came crashing in on. Karth did a real good job. He went real far from the crash site. No one will ever think to look at that apartment complex. Good job, Karth. Very sneaky. Foolproof. He's like, yeah, it dragged you to these abandoned apartments. It's a great plan.
Ladies and gentlemen, draw your eyes to the center ring. We have a legend in the sport, a 20-year veteran who still knows how to show the young kids, but there's always some young gun coming up to knock the veterans off. And we've got one of the best right here. I give you the mysterious stranger.
Alright, guys. Let's go kick Marl's ass.
It's
close.
over! The fight is over! The mysterious stranger has won! Marl is down, and questions abound! Is this the end for the long-time vet? Is it time for Marl to hang up his spurs and look for the mysterious stranger? Twitch is waiting in the wings. Do you dare take a shot at the champion himself? Will the wild-eye wonder finally be unseated?
Same way my hair stays like that.
Chachiska don puta kasabubaka ho 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 ho. Mochaodanga ya fulki. Chioka kolmolera. Quien conjo peshak no va moler.
Let's kick this Twitch's ass.
Ladies and gentlemen, hold on to your seats and stay back from the edges of the ring. He's wild, he's unpredictable, he's borderline psychotic, and he's the best damn duelist in... It's over! The fight is over! The mysterious stranger has won! Twitch's reign of terror is over! Ladies and gentlemen, we have a new champion! The mysterious stranger!
Taris manaris. Tonjonea hakonong.
Nice. Dominated Twitch.
Jich tonga buksha umenong. Karavol pamulsli. Gumanabak mulira. Chuni. Bogra kinun chubagratok bendek starkile. Wikili Johnny. Wichi bolano. Zak mulira. Kin bendek. Tuniran. Bogra.
Okay, everyone's like near dead because I killed them all.
I've been watching you on the dueling ring. Not bad for an amateur. I'm tempted to come out of retirement and show you what it's like to do battle against a real champion, but I only fight in death matches. And not too many people are willing to step into the ring knowing they won't ever come out. How about you, stranger? You think you got what it takes? Off with...
I don't know if it gives you negative, so...
I've been watching, but I... Finally, fresh meat. Azure will set it up. Go talk to him. It will take some time to arrange, so no point sticking around here until then. I'll be back when it's time for you to die.
What does the card thing kill you?
Yes, what's on your... Oh, you want to argue some more, is that it? What does it matter that much? Why can't you just leave it be? I just don't trust easily. And for good reasons, which are my own. Damn it. I suppose I won't get any rest until I talk, will I? You want to know why I don't trust anyone? Fine. Here goes. 5 years ago, the Jedi had just finished the war with the Mandalorians. Revan and Malak were heroes. I was damn proud to have served in their fleet. It was completely unexpected when they turned on us, invading the Republic while we were still weak. Nobody knew what to think, least of all me. Our heroes had become brutal, conquering Sith, and we were all but helpless before them. I mean, think about it. If you can't even trust the best of the Jedi, who can you trust? No, it wasn't even that. There were others. Good, Solid men, trusted men who turned on us as well and joined their cause. Malik and Revan and the Sith deserve to die for what they've done, but the ones who fled the Republic and joined them are even worse. The dark side has nothing to do with why they joined with the Sith. They deserve no mercy. I know, and I should apologize to you. I've become so accustomed to expecting the worst in others, and you've done nothing to deserve that. It's just... Oh, never mind. Let's just continue with what we were doing. I'd rather not talk about it. Yes, what... You got it.
Kitidawata butunirammanu prattatunkyo searchatomatoma. Talavipamilsi kumana kinkon shashikin neken kitipunir.
Do I really have to leave the cantina? Blarg honk. Oh, we could kick this guy's ass.
Pazak is not confident.
Look at all these cards. Are those plus minus?
Yeah.
That's awesome. I mean, the most we're gonna hit is probably gonna be 15.
I figured 2 could always make up the difference that 4 could make, usually. Right? So don't bother getting a plus minus 4. If I have plus minus 1, plus minus 2, plus minus 3, or should I have 4 and not 3? 5 and 6.
Personally, I think 4, not 6, but I really don't know yet. I haven't played with the minuses.
So we could go plus minus any of those.
No, because the max is 10, right? So if you get another 10, you're gonna get a 20.
Right. I'm just telling you. Too bad my plus 6 isn't out.
So you could hit a 14 and have the chance that you might bust by a few, or you could get a 19 out and stand. Or you could do an 18 and stand, or you could try your luck. -1.
The plus minus is the key.
Yeah. No. Don't waste it.
What do you mean?
If you do -5, you'll have 21. You'll get another card. You're not
Uh.
gonna recover. Either go 19 or hit. It's 2. And then you pretty much have to stand. Kept you in the game. That sucks. That's not too loud. There's no point, but he might bust, and then you keep that card.
Pazak is not.
That seems
Confident.
bullshit.
You were almost beating me before you got the minus cards. I feel like they're adjusting its difficulty.
Yeah.
What?
I'm just thinking.
Gotta do -3, I guess, or call.
Or do I subtract 6 and hit again?
Subtract 6 will be hitting a 15. That's kind of on the cusp there. What you hit. Right? Because statistically, half of the cards are going to get you the last. What could be sadder if you lost the hand or wasted the card?
I don't know. Seems super rigged.
You would have wanted to use -3. So you can use -3 and have 18, or you can.
Why? It doesn't matter. He's just gonna have the cards. I'm not gonna win with an 18. Now I might. It's just so rigged. What? I didn't hit stand.
Sucks.
Pazak is.
Fucking stupid. Yeah. They must have been worried about making it actual blackjack.
Or having people just not know what that meant. Explain it.
It's just designed for him to win.
There must be some marker in the game after which you're allowed to win, right? You gotta hit or you lose. Do you stand or do you play? He's probably gonna hit again. This can't be real. You gotta play it. Garbage. Well, there you go.
Bazak is not. If you have...
Wow.
There's no way.
Mm-mm.
There's no.
Viewers, what do you think? Was that rigged? I mean, the way he got 16 every time that was my highest hand, it was like the computer knew that his next random number was going to be higher, so it just didn't deal.
Mucha shakpa. Ya tuka uwan kinkun. No ba murira.
Yes, what's it? I thought I said I don't want to talk about it anymore.
What? Yeah.
Not particularly. I guess it wouldn't hurt exactly either, though I don't know why you're so interested. When I think of all the men who betrayed us, the one that stands out above all of them is the one that I respected the most. Saul. With good reason. Admiral Saul Kareth is the commander of the entire Sith fleet. He's half the reason Malak has done so well in the war. Saul was my commanding officer back when the Mandalorian Wars first began. He taught me everything about being a soldier, and I looked up to him. Saul approached me before he left. He talked to me about how the Republic was on the losing side and about how I should start thinking of my survival. I know now that he was trying to recruit me into the Sith, but I couldn't have conceived of it back then. I argued with him and he got angry and he left. I never saw him again. Saul was my mentor. He led us to so many victories against the Mandalorians. I mean, even when things looked to be at their worst, I couldn't conceive of it. He couldn't be serious. I was wrong, of course. He not only left us for the Sith, he gave them the codes to bypass our scanners. I remember waking up as the first of the Sith bombers snuck past our defenses and began destroying half of our docked ships. I knew right away what had happened. I mean, I could have stopped him. I could have stopped it all. I don't know, maybe. He might have killed me if I tried, or I might have killed him. I was stupid, however, and I let him go. No, I fought Saul for years now, and if I ever catch up to him, he will regret what he's done. He will regret it.
What do you think?
Well, there's more to the story, I guess.
Never mind.
But I don't want to talk about it right now. Let's go. Yes,
Far on cars.
you got it.
I guess I should try and get Karth's story done so the next person that pops up I can try and get their story. I think that the time to load the canteen is triggered by a couple loading screens, which is why I went back to the hideout.
Kitidauata pugra tuanna Uchang yon turun kiuita Tumirananu prata tunkyo Sercha toma toma Kibeduana ni bobo Tungnanung shanun yang Muchitito aki Hijaku
Here we go.
Ladies and gentlemen, come with me now on a they're illegal. They're banned. They've been outpinned this corner. A living legend. A man whose very name would make his opponents shake in their boots. If any of them were still alive. And who would be crazy enough to step into the ladies? And now,
Oh, see, I did get dark side points.
For doing this?
Yeah.
Why?
Not very many, though.
Why? I don't understand that.
Because it's a death match.
Well, he consented. Is it evil to fight to the death if they want to?
Holy shit, he's going right into it with the nades. What?
Wrecked.
Probably should have saved before I went in there.
I've been watching you, but I... Fine.
Yes, what's on your mind? Oh, you wanna... What does it matter that much? Why? I just don't... Oh, damn it. 5 years... It was... Our heroes... No, it wasn't even that. Malik and the dark side... I know. It's just... No, never mind.
What? He's very smart. Sorry guys, I gotta do a little repeat here. I should have saved beforehand. Well, now we know I gotta use both shields for sure when he does that power attack. I don't know why. I gotta figure out what to do to increase my chance of hit, because that's the most frustrating thing. When you have all this high damage shit and my chance to hit is so damn low. I don't know what it is, if it's dexterity or what. Yeah, I know, when I'm sitting close.
Yes, what's... I thought I... Not particularly. When I think of all the men... With good... Saul was my... Saul approach... I know now that... Saul was... I remember I'm not gonna... I don't know. No, I fought...
So what happened?
Well, there's more to this, but I don't want to...
His commanding officer turned to the Sith and is the one that gave up the codes and betrayed everyone. And he had a chance to stop him. Alright, now we'll save this time here. So we don't have to do that crap again. And then... Let's see here.
Ladies, they're in this corner. A living legend. A man whose very name would make his opponents shake in their boots.
Come on, come on, come
If any
on!
of them were still
Burning my
alive.
time.
And Bendak is down. It's over.
Oh,
It's
it took with
over.
some
The
shields.
fight is over. Bendak Starkiller is down. Bendak Starkiller is dead. Oh, hail the mysterious stranger, the greatest duelist to ever grace the rings of Terrace.
Bendak Starkiller. Hit him.
Look at, they assume if you did this, you're evil.
Tapichayu bong. Kikiskapu. Tauris manares. Donjon patisaka tuntashok.
Yes, what's on your mind? You got it.
Upper terrace mostly cleared. What? I think it is setting.
He offered to. He enjoyed it out. And Rosie good.
Get out of here, you goggle-eyed freak! You're too ugly for the upper city.
Yeah, go back to where you came from. We don't want your kind up here.
Gloria. And he beyond Olivia.
Why do you care what happens to some scummy alien? He's just a freak.
Yeah, he isn't even supposed to be in the upper city. Come on, let's go. I don't want to listen to this alien lover anymore.
Oh, I don't know. No, I don't think so.
This elevator is up. It's obvious. If you move up.
I'm gonna need some kind of disguise. Yes, what's on your mind? You got it.
You guys are behind with your payments. What do you think just because you're in some gang, you don't have to give Davik his cut?
Gavadumpa kunpa yiyamoka paata. Bonanay kachu.
Kachu.
Kuno ba mulirachi
Oh, he's
kun.
pissed.
Tong na bunsha nyunyang. Gavawal di hotonga kun honkabi. Wana kun bez ching palamul.
Ah, so you want to play this the hard way. Okay.
Is this where I meet Canderous?
Rana no prata don't no sercha. Ichua penki.
That's Mandalore in the new game.
No bule mole raji jonitun turji chiwi itado. Bola una dichek.
The guy that just walked up.
Wala mure slimo wanga kun bisching.
Mandalore's the guy that's always wearing the
Now
suit.
get out of here.
Too bad.
This
I was
guy.
looking forward to cracking some heads.
Maybe next time, Canderous.
In the
I'm gonna
second
get this
game,
over to
he's always
Davik.
wearing a suit.
I'll
and they
call
him
you if anyone
Mandalore.
else gets behind on their payments.
Those Valkyrs are dumber than a Coruscant granite slug. They actually think being in that pathetic little gang of theirs makes them important. Gadon keeps his hidden Becks in line, but Brezhik's getting dreams of grandeur. If Davik's smart, he'll slap that young punk back down. I'm someone you don't want to get on the bad side of. And I'm not one for small talk. I don't have time to stick around here anyway. Davik's got me working on a special assignment.
It's me,
Yo,
doing the things.
what up?
What's up?
How's it going? Ugh.
What are you streaming? KoTOR?
Yeah.
Huh. So I got 4 grams.
Nice.
And for those of you on stream, 4 grams of almonds.
Exactly. Oh man. It's funny that you can just
It was
make
almost-
your webcam be the broadcaster.
What do you mean?
Like I'm not streaming it to Discord. I set my webcam as the output from broadcaster.
Weird.
Yeah. I'm streaming
Huh.
to Twitch, but just grabbing it and using it as my webcam in Discord.
Insane. Interesting. I was wondering how you were getting 2 contemporaneous things
Yeah, like having
going.
the whole thing, the whole feed.
Having the device capture your fucking video for your stream, and then you normally wouldn't be able to capture that device again,
Exactly.
but you are.
It's interesting. Discord for you.
That it do be. It really do be. So I will take a little puff.
Nice. We
A
shall
little
join you.
puff grass.
Oh wait, I'll put the I can put the thing up. Here you go. There.
So yesterday I was looking at fucking PDFs and journal, fucking peer-reviewed shit about Addison's, which is the autoimmune disease I have.
Yeah.
And I was looking at, some of the newer research that has come out about it, because, not a lot of people do research about it. And as it turns out, this article came out, you know, a little while ago saying that people with this disease at my age basically have the killer T cells of 85-year-old people.
Huh.
So I'm like kind of annoyed by that.
Yeah, that's interesting.
And so the reason that is because people who have Addison's are on lifelong cortisol.
Right, right.
And the lifelong hormone replacement, can never mimic the bodily function.
Right.
So if you take the medication sort of ad hoc, meaning, later in the day rather than within 30 minutes of waking up,
Mm-hmm.
you're actually having an inflammatory effect rather than an anti-inflammatory effect.
Interesting. Yeah, yeah.
And what's also true is that dehydroepiandrosterone, which is popularly abbreviated as DHEA,
Yeah.
which is another drug or hormone that is not, really well understood that's part of the endocrine system.
Yes.
And, basically, if 2017 articles indicate if you supplement with DHEA, you've got better biomarkers.
Yeah.
And I'm just like pretty annoyed. But when I saw that article yesterday that I posted in Deep Thought from NPR, God forbid posting NPR, but when I posted that article, I was thinking this guy was on long-term steroids probably because that's why his, if you have an autoimmune disease, you're on steroids pretty
Right.
much all the time. And so I was like, is there any relevance here for me? And I'm just hoping that the guy had like HIV or something, but then Claire posts the other source, and I'm like, well, that actually, is countervailing evidence.
Yeah. Yeah, that was an interesting story.
And then Claire throws a wrench in it, and she says, "I have yet to see evidence of what they've termed SARS-CoV-2 causing COVID-19." Just makes it hard, Claire.
It does. It makes it hard to figure out. You got it. You got it. Where, there are people who are positive with SARS-CoV-2 that never develop the COVID-19 illness, and then you have people with COVID-19 that test negative for the SARS-CoV-2 virus.
Interesting. Sounds like a weapon to me.
It does sound a little weapony to me.
Oh shit.
And that's what's fucked up. We're all operating with incomplete information. If it's a weapon, that changes everything.
Yeah, it's totally a weapon. Weapon from China.
Weapon from China. The China virus. That's why they had to ban it. It's true.
Yeah, they have to ban the truth. So have we lost Marcus and Garrett? Are they gone now? They haven't played in a long time.
I don't know. I haven't really tried to play Halo. Maybe we should try it. Loading up some Halo.
I mean, they were definitely playing Warzone. But maybe they're just not playing recently.
I killed the momentum by not being on for a week. Unfortunately.
Hmm. Yeah.
But hopefully he sees that we're going on. That's why I try and post when I go live and shit. I actually forgot to do it this time. But William is not going to respond to your message. Don't wait.
I fucking. I'm an idiot. I scheduled a fucking Petco grooming appointment on March 25th. That's like a month and a half from now.
Yeah, it is.
I thought I was scheduling it for February 25th.
That's a little bit closer.
Yeah. Okay, I guess I'll remote desktop to my fucking computer now
Deh.
so I can start working. I got a lot done last night, though.
That's good.
So I told you I bought that UX or UVXY call.
Yeah, exactly.
And I bought that to hedge a little bit.
Yep.
And I bought it for $65. And then today, when the index dipped, I sold it for $20 over $65. And I was like, wow, this is chump change, but at least I'm making a profit.
Yeah.
I mean, I laughed because like
That's the plan.
Essentially, I just kind of did it on a whim. I didn't even really believe in the play. But the Fed minutes today made people nervous. So people sold.
The Fed minutes did?
Yeah, whenever Powell is scheduled to speak, people usually sell.
Really?
I mean, it's the same way whenever there's a Federal Reserve meeting.
Wow, interesting.
Yeah, there's always some people who take profits.
That's funny.
And it's always on a Thursday, so.
I mean, I would sell when Pal spoke too. That guy's crazy.
Ooh.
Everything he says is not good for our money.
I agree.
Oh man.
Good for China money.
Good for China.
What's good for China is good for Pal.
China.
Dude, this like GameStop has the biggest bearish divergence.
That's so funny. Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Well, William did join in for a Simon last night and say he wanted to Warzone today, so we'll see.
That'd be cool.
Now that he's got his new logo.
So how do you play this game?
KoTOR?
Yeah.
It's just a
RPG.
yeah, I think it's all based off of like D&D role rules and stuff.
Really?
So It's all
Oh, I see what kind of game it is.
turn-based, yeah. So I have way higher stats than that guy. So I'm buffing everything right now with all these different items. You can, like, the belt is some adrenaline stimulator. So see my saves +4, my dexterity +2. It's all based on an initial set of attributes you choose, and then like all the green ones right now are being buffed by shit I'm wearing. And then
Yeah.
eventually you become a Jedi and you add all the Jedi class, and then you add all the, you have all these other abilities. I don't know if I can I get to those while I'm here? Oh yeah, here, feats. See, the feat tree gets way more exciting once you're a Jedi, because then you have, like, you know, force kill and choke and all that shit. This right now it's just like basic melee attacks and shit.
I think it'd be hard for me to get into that nowadays.
It's a little bit, yeah, it's old school.
Bit clunky right now.
Yeah. They got to go back and revisit this with with some modern ideas. It'd be pretty cool. Fuck that guy. It's more for the playing through the story. I was gonna end up like saving some of these as a playthrough. Yeah. Oh man. What do you think, Flurkin? I'm sleepy after the broth. Did you like your broth? Yeah.
He loves his broth. Oh my gosh.
He looks a little sleepy. It was cool, actually. The second I started streaming KoTOR yesterday, I got raided by some other KoTOR streamer.
That's sick.
Yeah. I mean, I don't know. There's like 42 total viewers of KoTOR, but it was still pretty cool. How would I do that? What are you doing?
How'd you like that? Ready.
God damn it.
What?
One has demolitions. Okay. Your brother left tattoo.
You asked for this! Down you go! Ready. On it. It's open.
Yes?
Stop right there, or I'll give you a blaster shot right between the eyes. Now, what are you doing here? Well, go explore somewhere else. There's nothing interesting. I gave you a chance to get out of here, and now you'll see.
Down you go!
Dumbass lady. I actually think that this is the game that I was playing when we were in that math class together.
Yeah, I think so.
Oh man.
Hold on there, civilian. Only those with official Sith business are allowed into the Undercity. Unless you've got the proper security papers, you better just turn around and go back the way you came. Good. Hold on there. Unless you just...
They're insta-kill. Okay, well, don't do that again. I didn't know you could rapid transit in the first one.
Ci gratullo da pograshi onni un compa cintono muchuba. Loda dita kun. Ida patisa batua kacha tutonga. Kachi kun ida haudonga. Runda.
Greetings, stranger. My name is Gelrud. Are you a Pazak player? A simple misunderstanding. Some of the other Pazak
That's
players
funny.
has no justice.
What?
My lucky Pazak deck was confiscated and I was banned from the upper cantina. Since then, I've been desperate to find a match. Excellent. My funds were getting somewhat low.
No, I'm not mad.
Okay, you can hear you, Claire.
Don't really want to talk about it.
Kidding me? +4.
You did well in our last match, but I think your luck may be a... If you're ever...
Go away.
Nichu, Kimba Mulirat Wanaji, Kimba Noku Mixet about Kakincha Nawabakaon, Tung Abashun Ni Chunchi.
Kipuna! Kavatumpa Kupaliya Moka Paata!
1.
Oscar, Chiska Nichu, the Hupa Botenia Goji.
Kipuna! Kavatumpa Kupalea Mukapata! Chiyoka Kutumpa Kupalea! 2.
Chiyokaku, Kimba Mulirat Wanaji, Kuyami Juski Ichika Nai, Ubabaska Dwana Chichopa Muska, Chiska da Soki.
Tune Pudu! Rananu Prata Donko Shirkasha! Tum Apike! 3.
I told you to leave me alone. So give me some space, Bug-Eye. Your breath smells like bantha poodoo.
Kuyami Juski Ichika Nai, Tong Patogas.
Who you calling little girl, Chuba Face?
Ubabatu Conchia, Chiska da Soki Kupa Bonana.
Just a sec, boys. Sawbar, a little help here? I need you to rip the legs off some insects. Quit complaining. You can finish eating later. Besides, you need the exercise, so get over here.
Kiyokaku! Kinba muli rap wanaji. Kuyami juski chika nai. Kuba baska dwana chichopa muska. Jiska da soki kupa bona na.
You got a problem with me? Then you got a problem with Big Z. So unless you want to take on my furry friend, I suggest you greenies hop on out of here.
Chobasa! Kinba muli rap.
Say, I don't recognize you, and I know pretty much everyone in the lower city. You must be new down here. I guess that makes me and Big Z your official welcoming committee. It's not that strange. Most aliens can speak basic, they just prefer to use their own language. But I grew up here on Terrace, so I just sort of got used to speaking the native tongue.
You showed a lot of guts dealing with those Vulkars, kid. You got a name?
My name's Mission Veo, and this big Wookiee is my best friend Zalbar. I'd offer to give you a tour, but the streets down here aren't safe. But if there's anything else you need... We just kind of fell in together. It ain't easy on your own here in the lower city. Everyone's always looking to push you around.
So we noticed. Still, you seem like an odd pair.
When I met up with Zalbar, seemed like a pretty good match. I knew we could look out for each other. With my street smarts and his muscle, we make a great team. Well, you came to the right person. If you want info on Lower Terrace, I'm the one to talk to. Davik, the Lower City gangs. I even got the scoop on that bounty hunter, Cal Nord. Calo Nord's one of the most famous bounty hunters in the galaxy. He's killed more people than the Iridian Plague. I've seen him kill people just for trying to talk to him. He hangs around Zach's bounty office, but I don't think he's looking for work there. All the postings there are small time, way beneath a bounty hunter of his caliber. I figure Calo's been hired by Davik to do a special job for the exchange. I'd wager 1,000 credits that as soon as the quarantine ends, he'll be getting off this rock. Davik's part of the Intergalactic Crime Syndicate, but I guess everyone knows that. But I hear he's got a new ship for his smuggling operations, the Ebon Hawk. I don't know much about space travel, but I hear that ship's fast enough to break the Sith blockade. Of course, this is all just secondhand rumor.
Where would he keep it, do you know?
If Davik does have a ship, he's got it locked up in his estate. Nobody gets in there, except the people working for Davik and the exchange. There's only two gangs worth worrying about here in the lower city. The Black Bulkers and the Hidden Becks. Sometimes Zalbar and I hang out at the Beck base. The Becks are led by Gadden Beck. He's a good guy. Lost his sight in a swoop bike accident a few years ago, but even blind, he's a great leader. Not like that traitor Brezhik. Before he took over the Vulkars, he was a Hidden Beck. Gadden considered that ungrateful space slug his adopted son. When Gadden went blind, everyone figured he'd step down and appoint Brezhik in his place. But Gadden figured Brezhik wasn't ready yet. He wanted him to wait a few years. But Brezhik was too impatient. He left to join the Vulkars, and ever since, he's been waging a war to wipe Gadden and his Becks from the face of Terrace. This gang war in the lower city is totally the Vulkars' fault. They're the ones killing everything that moves out on the streets. It's like they've gone insane. You going? Yeah, this dive is pretty boring. No action around here. Come on, Big Z, let's go. Can't you think about something besides your stomach for 5 minutes? Come on. We'll go see if there's anything good to eat at the Beck base.
Chikun Idahaldonga. Chi gratullo da Bograshi Onion Comba Chintomo Muchuba. Lodanita kuta kung justak Miki grabul mogo. Kachichu ita bodunga. Dolbabank wale chi gratu loda pograshi onion kompa chintomo muchuba. Lodanita kun. Kava dumpa ku palia mukapata. Bonana chaku. Iku. Chanshak bulara. Umrao chiska duchi. On chubanjishka yanki. Titoke grachagji locha wana wama. Kava volpa mulji gum.
Kavadumpa kapalia monapata. Ti umpa do punta grita. Akti kondo on. Witimem borang thong. Mulira on shaturing King Konshi Kaikachin Awana Wamata. Ni Rundi Ichawa Tombola.
Takong justak Miki grabul mogo. Kachichu itabo. Runda di hotonga kun hanka.
Genchopa Chawi Tikchok Twis Yun Kun. Watuyama Kama Wona Henak Nek. Bug Bonana Kachu. Kicha Badwang. Wanga Kum Kiba Bu Mulera.
Tag bis ju bonko kokimak pa.
Shag Witimem.
Witam boragantong. Muli.
Witimem Borang Thong. Mulira on shaturing ni patoga wanga chonzi tse. Ika krotu.
Kachikun ita hodonga.
Shagji kina lorcha watam.
Mucha hodonga ya.
Mokao dangya.
Takong justak Miki grabul mogo. Kachichu.
Gigi hakuji lorcha kin kuna. Bamuleri. Witimem Borang Thong. Mulira on shaturing ni patoga wanga.
Yes, what's up? You got it.
I'll stick with the bounties Davik put.
Kipuna, Kachich, Rundi. Chioka Colmolera, quien conjo pesh. Kachicho Naisa Odunga, Chibedua Nani Bobo. Tombato. Chioka Colmolera, quien conjo peshak, no va Chibedua Nani Bobo. Chachiskadom, Kachichona. Tom, Chioka Colmolera, quien conjo peshak, Chibedua Nani. Kach. La boda nawe. Tonga buksha uneno. Labula Narinkis Matoma. Intarish Manarish. Donjone Tombatoras Mak. Tuniranano Pratatuncho. Searcha Tomatoma. Kalavut Akuchikopa. Chino Mulera King Pajak. Snima Puituana. Kachichonai Saudunga. Taukum Justak Mike Grabilmogo. To Labula Narinkis Matoma. Inkins. Tomba. Tuniranano Pratatuncho Parishman. Pawanarota. Labula Narinkis Matoma. Tom. Kipona. Kachichonai Saudunga. Taukum Tulpada Bunkweya Gandota Nago Chuchut. Katonga Buksha Unenung. Karavul Pamulsli. Tom. Kava. Jibe.
Uchua Penki, Tong Ituama G, Human Act in Ikatune, Chi Ki Mulira Kun King, Tong Hituama Ag Inkotune, Chao Baso, Chino Molirani Bubo, Tong King Ba, Nokun Nexag, Patoga Yakfuli Kokala Gigi. Tingkuin ko ka, tong hitwana G sabkat agi inko tune, chuna muli ra, tong pa nong kunek abog, Silya! Tingkuin ko ka, patoga yakfuli ko kala Gigi! Ki muli ra kun king, tong hitwama ag inko tune. Topa na oto vokasa, Pampa ki mulira kun king. Changwapa chinyo shangwi. Kimba no konik dorcha. Patisa, patisa. Uba baska dwana chichopa muska. Kimba ni chalora kun chachiska. To. Kakincha nawabaga.
That was useless.
Huh? What? Oh, sorry. I didn't see you there. I don't normally go for these alien girls, but I've had some bad experiences with my... You're here about that? I guess Zax must have mentioned me to you at the bounty office. Fair enough. I can't let her get away with what she did. Because she's crazy. She started screaming that I was making advances, and the next thing I know she...
Yeah, right. Sounds to me like she was defending herself.
I admit I was drunk. Maybe I got a little fresh. But it was no big deal. She didn't have to cut me. Hey, you weren't there. She totally overreacted. What? I can't do that. Think how it would look. I work for Davik. I've got a certain reputation to uphold. I can't let her get away with this. There has to be payback. Although, I do feel a little guilty about all this. Dia's a good-looking gal. It'd be a shame to kill her. Tell you what, I'll take 200 credits in exchange for lifting the bounty. Well, I guess you may be right. Besides, I've noticed some of the girls around here are giving me the cold shoulder since all this started. Okay, you win. Dia can live. Don't worry. I'll stick to my end of the bargain. I'll go tell Zax right now that the bounty is off the table.
I finally beat a person at Pizzoct, but not that one. A different guy.
Hey, you can't just walk in here. This is the hidden back base. How do I know you're not a Vulcan? Maybe so. But this door... A lot of people want to go inside and speak to Gaddon. He's a hero of the common folk. But the days of the Hidden Beck's open-door policy are gone. Between the Sith conquest and the Vulcar gang war, Gaddon has more enemies than he used to. We're being careful about who we let in now. Well, we do need all the help we can get. And you don't look like you're with the Vulcars or the Sith. Besides, it's not like you can do anything to harm Gaddon in the heart of his own base. Not with Zerdra watching his back. Go in and speak to Gaddon if you want. Just remember to be on your best behavior. The Hidden Becks are watching you.
Hold it right there. Who are you, and what is your business with Gaddon?
Calm down, Zerdra. Nobody's going to try anything here in the middle of our own base. It would be a suicide mission.
You're too trusting, Gaddon. Brejik and his Vulcars want you dead. Anyone we don't know is a potential threat, and it's my job to make sure you're safe.
Do you want us to start attacking strangers on sight, Zerdra? Like the Vulcars do? I will never let it come to that. Now step aside and let them pass.
As you wish. You can speak to Gaddon if you want, but I've got my eye on you. You try anything and you'll be vaporized before you can say Vulcar spy.
You'll have to forgive Zerdra. Ever since Brejik and the Vulcars began this war against us, she's been a little overzealous in her security duties. The problems with the Sith haven't helped things. Zerdra seems to forget that I know how to look after myself. Now, how can I help you? The escape pods? You know, I heard the Sith have been asking around the upper city about them as well. But you don't look like you're with the Sith.
They might be spies, Gaddon. They might be working for the Sith.
Calm down, Zerdra. If the Sith thought we knew anything useful, they'd have a battalion of troops kicking down our door. No, I think this off-worlder has his own agenda. I suppose I could tell you what I know. It's not like it could do any harm to me or my gang. But it might cause problems for the Vulcars, and that's okay in my book. The Vulcars stripped those pods clean within hours after they landed. It's too bad we didn't get there first, considering what my spies reported the Vulcars found. A female Republic officer named Bastila survived the crash. We Becks don't believe in intergalactic slavery, but the Vulcars aren't so picky. They took a prisoner. Normally, the Vulcars would take a captured slave and sell them for a nice profit to Davik, or an off-world slaver. But a Republic officer is no ordinary catch.
I still think Bastila is just a Republic officer. That could work to our advantage. Maybe she'll even figure out a way to escape from the Vulcar base on her own.
She's too valuable to leave with the Vulcar scum at the base. Brejik's probably got your Republic friend hidden away somewhere safe until the big swoop race. You'll never find her. I'm afraid your friend has become a pawn in Brejik's game to take over the lower city. He's offered her up as the Vulkar's share of the prize in the annual Swoop Gang race. By putting up such a valuable prize, Brezhik hopes to win the loyalty of some of the smaller gangs. Their numbers will allow him to finally destroy me and my followers.
So how do you propose we go about rescuing Bastila then? Well, we can't fight all the gangs.
The only hope you have of rescuing Bastila is to somehow win the big season opener of the Swoop race. I might be able to help you with this, if you'd be willing to help us. We both have something to gain here, and much to lose. The Swoop race is for the lower city gangs only. I could sponsor you as a rider for the Hiddenbecks this year. If you win the race, you'll win your friend's freedom. But first, you have to do something for me. My mechanics have developed an accelerator for a swoop engine. A bike with the accelerator installed can beat any other swoop out there. But the Vulkars stole the prototype from us. They plan to use it to guarantee a victory in this year's swoop race. I need you to break into their base and steal it back. Getting into the Vulkar base won't be easy. The front doors are locked tight. But I know someone who might be able to get you in the back way. Mission Veo.
Mission? Gaddon, you can't be serious. She's just a kid. How is she supposed...
Mission's explored every step of every back alley in the lower city. Plus, she knows the undercity sewers better than anyone. If anyone can get inside the Vulkar base, it's her. She and her Wookiee friend Zalbar are always looking to stir up a little excitement. They like to go exploring in the Undercity, despite the dangers. Your best bet is to look for her in the Undercity. But you'll need some way past the Sith guard post at the elevator. A simple disguise might have worked on the Upper City guard, but the security down here is much tougher. You'll need the proper papers to get past him. Luckily, my gang ambushed one of the Sith patrols headed down to the Undercity. They never made it, and their security papers fell into my hands. Since we're working together now, I suppose I could give them to you in exchange for your uniforms. With the security papers, you won't need a disguise anyway. I like to be prepared. Eventually, the Sith are going to try to drive us out of the Undercity. Sith disguises might give my people the edge we need in a crucial battle. Good choice. Thanks for the uniforms. You won't need them with these security papers anyway. Now, is there anything else I can do for you? I suggest...
Good. You just a second here.
Achuta.
How'd you like that?
Oh, yeah.
What was that? What?
Pudu, Tony Rama na praka donko searcha. Chupapanki.
You're back. Did you... He called the bounty off? That's wonderful. I only wish I had something to give you as a reward. Wait a minute, I know. I don't have many credits, but there is something I can give you. It's a family heirloom. It's not much, but it's something. I can never truly repay you for helping me, but you'll always have my thanks for what you did.
I just needed to take a minute.
For sure.
Yes, what's on your mind? You got it.
I don't think anyone can help me. I owe Davik. I've been hiding here ever since. But sooner or later. You'd give 200 credits.
Wow, that sure was generous of you. I just hope we don't end up needing those credits.
Now I can pay off Davik. Oh, thank you.
Yes, what's on your... You got it.
This elevator is... It's obvious. Well, why didn't you say so? Everything seems to be in order. Okay, I guess you can go down to the lower city. Just be careful down there. Those swoop gangs will take a shot at anybody. Even our Sith patrols have come under fire. Hold on there, civilian. Only those with official Sith business are allowed into the Undercity. Unless you've got the proper security papers, you better just turn around and go back the way you came. Let me see. Yeah, these look to be in order. Okay, you can go down if you want. Can't say I envy you, though. The Undercity is crawling with mutants. Rat ghouls, they call them. If you see anything moving down there, shoot first and ask questions later.
You there, Upworlder! Anyone using this elevator has to pay the toll.
Yeah, this is our elevator. If you use it, you gotta give us something.
I don't believe this planet. Even the beggars are trying to shake us down.
5 credits! That's what it costs to use our elevator. 5 credits! We are the outcasts, banished and reviled by those who dwell above.
Here in the filth and darkness, we claw out a wretched existence, scavenging and begging just to survive long enough to see another wretched day.
This is our village. We live here in the Undercity. You have to pay us 5 credits for using our elevator. Please have pity on us. We have nothing. All we ask is a few credits to make our lives easier.
Have you no heart? Have you no compassion?
Come, my brother, let us go.
Go on, you two. Get out of here. I'm sorry about that. Those two beggars give everyone in the village a bad name. We aren't all like that, you know. Most of us are good people.
I'm sure you are, miss. It's just too bad your little welcoming committee is here to give people a bad first impression.
My name is Shalina. You're from the Upworld, aren't you? I've never seen it. I was born here in the Undercity. Is it as nice as they say up there? I've never been to the surface, but sometimes I think I can see it in my dreams. The sun, the sky, the stars. It all sounds so wonderful. Gendar, the leader of our village, tells me I should spend more time trying to improve things down here and less time dreaming about something I can never have. Maybe he's right. You probably think I'm a fool, having dreams of a place I've never even seen. But when I was little, Rukil used to tell me stories of what it was like up there. Rukil is the oldest man in the village. The kids call him Rukil Wrinkleskin, but he's a kind man. He used to tell me the greatest stories when I was a little girl. I still like to listen to his tales about the Promised Land, even though I know they're just legends, but it's just a story to make little children smile. Rukil believes in it, though. Sometimes I can almost believe it myself, but then I look around and see the ugly truth. I guess we have to make the best of what we have, though. If you really want to learn more about the Promised Land, you should speak to Rukil. He's wandering around somewhere on the south side of the village. He doesn't move too far. He's hard on his bones. He's over 100 years old. The children laugh at him and people think he's crazy because of his stories about the Promised Land, but he's really just a kind old man. He'll be somewhere in the village. I couldn't say where for sure. He's always busy doing whatever he can to make the lives of the other villagers easier. I don't know anything about that, but maybe Gendar could help you. Sorry. Is there anything else you need? There were quite a few people from the surface marching through the village, but none of them bothered to talk to me. Gendar might know more about them. Oh.
You ain't from the village. You're from the Upworld, ain't you? Yes. You've got credits, I bet.
Watch yourself. There's something
My name's Saigir. I run a little salvage shop here. You want to buy something from my store? If a villager comes across any useful salvage in the Undercity, they bring it to me. Every so often, members from the lower city gangs come down to trade for the salvage. They'll exchange food and medicine for engine parts, old blasters and the like. Sometimes they even give me credits if I have some really good stuff.
Hurry, Gendar! Hurry! I can hear it coming!
He'll never make it. He's doomed. I told him he was a fool to leave the village.
He will make it. Run, Gendar, run!
Open the gate! Quickly! There isn't much time! I can't. The Rakghouls are too close.
The mutants will kill him if you don't open the gate!
And if I open the gate, they'll kill us all!
No! You can't do this! It isn't fair! Please, make him open the gate. Hindar will die if he doesn't.
I can't open the gate. Not while the rat ghouls are so near. You'd risk your life for a stranger? You're brave, Upworlder. I'll open the gate for you, but you gotta be quick. In a few seconds, I must close and lock it again.
I can't thank you enough for saving me, Upworlder. If I had anything but these rags on my back, it would be yours. But we have nothing.
I still have you, Hindar. That's all I need. Let's go back to the village.
Thank you for saving Hendar. You are braver than I, Upworlder. Maybe we outcasts have lived too long in selfish fear. Perhaps we can learn a lesson from your brave actions. But enough of my ramblings. Is there something you need, Upworlder? I'm Trellin, from the Outcast Village. It's my job to guard the gates, and see they are locked to protect us from the rat ghouls. I just guard the gates. Goodbye.
You come from the world above. Is this the time of destiny, then? Is this a portent of the salvation of my people? Are you the herald of prophecy, the beacon to guide us through the darkness? Or are you merely another harbinger of shattered dreams and unfulfilled promises?
Be careful. This one might be crazy enough to be dangerous.
Speak to me, Upworlder. Tell me what fate you unleash upon us. Salvation or damnation? Speak, Upworlder. I beg you. A question. You are uncertain, bewildered, perplexed. Understandable, I suppose. Even after 100 years of life, I myself still become confused at times. Perhaps I can make things more clear. Some things, at least. My name is Rukil, the oldest outcast here in the village. Rukil Wrinkleskin,
Left what?
children call me sometimes.
Left my phone in the car.
Uh-oh.
Once I was honored for my wisdom, but over time the villagers fell away from the true path. Eventually there was only a single apprentice who followed me, and now she is gone too. No, not yet. I must be wary, careful. You may be a false savior. Dare I share my secrets with you? No, not until you prove yourself. My apprentice is lost. I sent her out into the Undercity to find... well, I cannot tell you. Not yet. Sadly, my apprentice has not returned. Please, Upworlder, will you help an old man? Will you seek out my apprentice in the Undercity? Her name is Malia. I must know of her fate, whatever it may be. I must know what she found. Finding her may be difficult. Malia could be anywhere in the Undercity. But if you will find... I wish you luck, Upworlder. Come speak...
Greetings, Upworlder. We rarely see your kind here in the Undercity. I find it strange that so many of you have come down from the surface recently.
No offense, but I can see why people normally avoid this place.
Why have you come into this dark and sunless place? Is there something you need of me or my village? I will help you however I can. Our village has seen many visitors from the surface recently. Armored troops, swoop gang members, mercenaries. They come to search our sunless world. They're even searching the sewers. Yes, I have seen this Twi'lek many times, though I've never spoken to her. She and her Wookiee companion often pass through our village on their way to explore the sewers. There are two entrances into the sewers from the Undercity. One to the northeast of our village, the other to the southeast. But the sewers are dangerous, Upworlder. If you dare to travel those dark tunnels, you would be wise to go heavily armed, unless you wish to become a meal for the Rakghouls and the other foul creatures. Ask We are the outcasts, shunned from the surface for our crimes and banished here to the Undercity. We banded together to form this village that we might survive in this hostile environment. I am Gendar, leader of this village, as my father was and as was his father before him. Many of us have been here for generations. There is no return to the surface for us or our descendants, but somehow we managed to survive amidst the filth and roaming bands of deadly Rakghouls. Life down here can be difficult. It can break the spirit. Many in the village have become bitter and hopeless, especially those newly cast down. But life goes on, and we must try to make the best of what we have. And maybe someday we will find a better life. Listen to me. I'm starting to sound like Rookil. The oldest man in the village. He's a kind soul, but I'm afraid he's growing weary of this world. He dreams of escaping, of finding a better world. If you wish to speak to him, you can probably find him wandering about the village. As I said, a kind man. As you wish, Up.
Wait, Upworlder. You can't go through this gate. The villagers infected with the Rakghoul disease are quarantined beyond this gate. It's only a matter of time until they transform into horror.
So you just lock them away in a cage?
For the sake of the village, we have to keep the infected ones locked away. And when they finally do transform into Rakghouls, we'll let them destroy each other. Nothing can be done for the infected villagers. Even the serum to counteract the Rakghoul disease wouldn't be any use now. Nobody would be foolish enough to risk going into the pens to give them the cure. The infected ones could transform into Rakghouls and attack them. I can't stop.
Please, help us. We're infected with the Rakghoul disease. At any moment we could... no! This cannot be... No!
Down you go!
Wait a minute.
What the fuck? That was weird.
Please, you have
Chen
to help
down.
us. We beg you. We don't want to end...
What happened? What?
I mislabeled one of my charts.
Oh.
You'll help us? We have the Rakghoul disease. It is only a matter of time until it is too late for them. Soon it will be too late for us, and we will transform into those horrible Please hurry. Don't forget.
Back again. Back again. Farewell.
I had an consider this a fucking. Come on. The UIX is so bad.
UIXs? Oh, on the phone.
Please, you have to help me. Nobody else is gonna help me. Even the Backs won't help me. But I can't just leave him there. It's Zalbar. He's in trouble. Big trouble. We have to help him. If we don't, they'll sell him into slavery. Me and Zalbar, we were just wandering around here in the Undercity. You know, looking for stuff we could find, just kind of exploring. We do it all the time.
I guess with a Wookiee at your side, you've got to figure you can handle the odd rat ghoul attack.
Only this time, they were waiting for us. Gamorrean slave hunters. We didn't even have a chance to run. Big Z threw himself at him and then roared for me to run. I took off. I figured Zalbar would be right behind me. But there were too many of them. He couldn't get away. They're going to sell him to a slaver, I just know it. I don't know for sure, but those Gamorreans like to hang out in the sewers. The stink reminds them of home, I guess. That's probably where they took Big Z. It's a deal. As soon as we get Big Z back, I'll show you a way into that Vulcar base. Now come on! We have to find Zalbar before they sell him to slavers, or worse.
Do you know where he's being kept?
The Gamorreans make their camps in the sewers. I bet that's where we'll find Zalbar. And that's where I'll show you the secret entrance into the Vulcar compound. Yeah?
What?
What?
Mm. Well, that was taken care of. Cool. Bank shit sorted out.
Nice.
And you are still using your biostabilizer mask.
I'm trying to decide what to do.
Many Bothans died for this information.
Yes, they did.
Many Bothans died for these plans.
That's pretty good. Awareness is good. There we go. That's good.
I kind of want to learn German so that I can roleplay better in German.
That'd be good.
Like I'm playing Day of Defeat throwback Valve game back to Source 1.
Yeah.
And then I can say Get in Deckung. But I can also say other things too, other than, take cover in German.
Yeah. There you go.
Sure.
Now we're set.
Don't move. I'm not afraid to use this blaster if I have to.
Settle down, kid. We've already lost enough men to those damn rat ghouls. The last thing we need now is more casualties from a needless firefight. By the looks of you, I'd say you're down here for the same reason we are. To salvage something from those downed Republic space pods. Let me give you some advice. Forget about it. Do yourself a favor and just head back from where you came. This isn't a good place to stand around chatting. The Undercity is crawling with rat ghouls. I've already lost a half a dozen men to those monsters.
Candace, I heard something. Over there, in the shadows. Sounded like a rat ghoul.
Looks like we've got company. Get those blasters ready, boys.
You asked this!
Damn. I told Davik this salvage mission was a bad idea. His men aren't trained for this kind of thing, and I can't babysit them all. Okay, boys. We're getting out of here before I lose anyone else. I can't carry all this salvage back by myself. You'd be smart to get out of here as well. Even if you can handle the rat ghouls, I doubt there's anything worth finding anymore. Davik sent me down here with this motley crew to scavenge whatever we could from the Republic escape pods that crashed during the recent battle overhead. But the lower city gangs got here first. Anything worthwhile in those Republic pods is probably in their hands by now. Davik won't like that. What are you, an off-worlder? Everyone knows Davik. He's a member of the Exchange. You know, the interstellar crime syndicate. Smuggling, gambling, extortion. Davik controls it all here on Taris. That's why I'm working for him. But lately, the lower city gangs have been giving my boss some trouble. This isn't really the best place to have these kinds of conversations. But the lower city is overrun with gangs. But the two most important ones are the Hidden Becks and the Black Vulk. But lately, the Black Vulkers are moving in on Beck turf. Take these escape pods, for example. Everyone knew Davik would want first crack at them. But I know for a fact those damn Vulkers have already sent their own salvage party down here. Come on, boy.
Holy shit.
Oh no, mission. She's dead.
What?
What?
Uh-oh. Uh-oh, his apprentice is dead.
Shit, dude, I lost 30% on these calls today. At one point they were up 60%. At one point they were up 60%, and now they're down 30.
That's crazy.
It was a fucking $9 swing from 209 to 201, more
Wow.
or less, or 211 to 201. But I mean, I couldn't sell today, and I saw, and when I tuned in, it was up 30%. And I was like, awesome.
Right. That's too bad.
It's okay. I've got fucking 9 days. It can do so much in that much
Oh, hell yeah.
time. So just people who don't want to hold overnight.
Right.
Just and if it's not, I'll just realize my losses. Like
a lot can change.
If it take to like 195, I'd be like totally butthurt. But I don't see that happening.
Help me. Please. I can feel it inside my skin. Something growing. Like... No! No! I can feel it!
You there, civilian. This is a restricted area. What are you doing down here? Security papers. Oh, you're one of those trackers the commander sent down, right? They should have given you an armed escort. It's nasty down here. We've already lost one patrol. We figure the Rak ghouls got them. We've had so many encounters with those things, we've actually run out of Rak ghoul serum. Plus, we've had several skirmishes with looters from those lower city swoop gangs. I'm telling you, we should just stay in the upper city where we're in control. Oh, is that why you're down here? Search and rescue? I didn't think they'd send anyone. They were in the southern section of the Undercity when we lost contact. I would have gone to investigate, but my orders are to search for those crashed escape pods, even if it means leaving another patrol to die. Hey, I'd never disobey my orders. I'm not a fan of court-martials and executions. I was just... Come on, patrol, let's get...
I'll show you.
Hey there. Really? You want to know about me? Nobody's ever really been interested in me before. What do you want to know? Big Z's my family, you know? My parents, well, I guess they're dead. It was just me on my own until the day I saw Zalbar in the lower city. I could tell right away he was in trouble. This was before the gang wars were out of hand. But even then, the Volkers were scum. A few of them were hassling Big Z, trying to pick a fight, but he wasn't looking for trouble. Hey, nobody said the Volkers were smart, but there were 3 of them, so maybe they figured they could handle him. I don't know. Anyway, I don't like the Volkers at the best of times. And when I saw them picking on this poor Wookiee, all alone on a strange planet, overwhelmed by the big city, I just lost it. I screamed out, "Leave him alone, you core slimes!" and charged right at them. Well, one of them saw me coming and slapped me so hard he just about knocked me cold. Hey, don't treat me like I'm a... Those Volkers didn't scare me. They're nothing but cowards. I knew how to deal with them. Of course, I never got the chance. I guess Zalbar didn't like seeing me get smacked around. He let out this howl and yanked that Volker a meter up off the ground and held him there by his throat. The other 2 screamed and ran off. Can't say I blame them. The first time you see an angry Wookiee up close, it isn't a pretty sight. I thought Zalbar was gonna rip that punk's arms off and beat him to death with his own fists. The Volker was so scared, he fainted. Or maybe it was Big Z's breath just knocked him out. I keep telling Zalbar to brush those choppers of his, but he never listens. Just stay upwind when he's speaking and you'll be fine. Anyway, I knew those Volkers would be back with friends, so I grabbed Zalbar and we took off. Ever since then, we've been a team. We look out for each other, you know? He was fleeing some kind of trouble back on Kashyyyk. That's all I know, really. Big Z doesn't like to talk about it. In case you didn't notice, he's the strong, silent type. Doesn't much matter to me, though. I accept him for what he is, not what he was. Me and Zalbar like to live in the present. Hey, what's that supposed to mean? You think I... In fact, I look out for Yeah, My brother's a touchy subject, you know? It just so happens, I don't really feel like talking about him right now. Nothing personal. Let's just get back to the business at hand, okay?
Greetings once. It is as I feared, then. She joins the list of those who have given their lives in the service of our cause. But though I am saddened by this news, by finding my apprentice, you have proved yourself worthy, Upworlder. You are marked, Upworlder. Even my dim old eyes can see the mantle of destiny that cloaks you. Perhaps old Rookhill knows you better. I am old. I have lived 100 years in the Undercity, cast down into the darkness. I know the legends and history of our people, and now you must learn it too. The great city of Taris covers the entire surface of this planet. There is no land to grow food. Kelp harvests and the creatures of the sea are our only food source. A century ago, Rising levels of toxic pollution poisoned the oceans, and famine swept the planet. The rich hoarded food for their own use, and the poor were left to starve and die.
From what I've seen of Terrace, it doesn't look like much has changed. Except for the upper city, people here are just as bad off as the poor in your little history.
But the poor rose up against this tyranny, and civil war engulfed the planet. Millions died in the fighting, and huge sections of Taris were destroyed or abandoned. The rebellion was crushed in the end. Thousands were taken prisoner. The jails could not hold them all, and so the practice of banishing all prisoners to the Undercity was born. Many brave men and women were banished here to the Undercity for their part in the rebellion. People like my father and grandfather were cast down, along with their families.
What did you expect? If they could get away with it, the Teresian nobles would stuff their own mothers down here to make more room in the upper city.
Now we live a dark existence beneath the streets of Terrace, a life devoid of all hope but one, the Promised Land. And you will be the one to show us the way to get there. Legends tell of a self-sufficient colony founded just before the famine and lost during the Civil War. A paradise beneath the Undercity where droid servants tend to every need. For many years I searched for the Promised Land, just as my grandfather and father did before me. When I became old and gray, my apprentice continued the search on my behalf.
Sounds like a myth to me. Something to give the people here some false hope to cling to so they don't go mad with despair.
I have collected many clues hinting at its location. The journal of my apprentice provides yet more information. But still, there are too many pieces missing from this puzzle. But I know my father and grandfather each had journals where they recorded their own discoveries. Perhaps with their journals, I could at last uncover its hidden location. Yes, Upworlder. Well done. However, I see that this journal alone does not have enough clues for me to solve this mystery. Too many pieces are still missing. I'm afraid that only with all three journals, my grandfather's, my father's, and my apprentice's, will I be able to discover the location of the Promised Land. I will leave this journal with you for safekeeping for now. Perhaps it will aid you in your search for the others. I wish you luck, Upworlder, for the sake of the entire village.
Welcome back, Up. Why have you... As you...
Hey, Karth, you're a pilot for the Republic, right? You've been all over the galaxy, I bet, right? So tell me, how would you rate Taris compared to other worlds you've seen?
To be honest, Mission, Terrace would rate pretty low. The prejudice, the rich spoiling themselves while the poor are crushed beneath them. It's not a pretty picture.
Yeah, but that's only since the Sith occupation. Before that, well, I guess it wasn't all that different, really. Maybe Taris ain't as great as I thought, you know?
Trust me, Mission, there are a lot of worlds better than Terrace. There are worse, too, but Terrace is no place for a kid to live on her own. Even a kid who's got a Wookiee to look out for.
Hey, I ain't no kid. I look out for Zalbar as much as he looks out for me. Big C's my friend, not my...
Don't you snap at me, Missy. You want a lecture? How's this?
Only bratty little children fly off the handle because of a simple comment.
I don't have to listen to you, Karth. You ain't my father, though you're sure old enough to be. So keep your lectures inside your withered old head, because I don't need them.
And I sure as hell don't need this. Look, let's just drop it and get back to what we were doing.
Welcome back. Are you in need of... You have the serum? Impossible. How did you get this? No, wait. I don't really want to know. Can I see it? The serum, I mean? I need to see if there is enough for me to analyze it so I can start producing it in mass quantities. Let me see. Yes, this is it. A cure for the rat ghoul disease. With this sample, I can make enough serum for everyone. The people of Terrace owe you a debt they can never repay. Please, take this small reward. It isn't much, but it's all I could afford. A few credits and 2 spare med packs. I appreciate now is there... Goodbye.
You blew it. If you'd brought that rat ghoul serum to Zax, you would have made it worth your while. No.
Hey, Karth, can I talk to you for a second?
Are you ready to have a civil chat? Or is this gonna be another childish tantrum?
Tantrum? I'm trying to apologize, you nerf herder. I mean, I'm sorry. I didn't mean to get mad at you. It's just that I'm sick of everyone treating me like I'm a helpless kid.
Yeah, I know. And I'm sorry about what I said, too. I'm just a little on edge lately. Not surprising considering all we've been through, but I shouldn't take it out on you. Mission, you have to know that we don't think you're helpless. I mean, look where we are. Look at what we're doing. You're not just along for the ride. We need you.
You really mean it, don't you? Nobody's ever said anything like that to me before. Not even Big Z. He might think it, but he's not really one for words, you know. Thanks, Karth.
Well, that's no big deal. I mean, I know how it is. Sometimes you just need to hear a few words of encouragement. Kids are like that.
Kids are like that? Listen, you... Oh, I get it. Okay, you got me. You're pretty funny, Karth, for an old guy. Come on, geezer. Let's get back to what we were doing. Hey there. What can I do for you? I was a little snappish when we last talked. I'm sorry about that. I get a little touchy when it comes to Griff. It's kind of embarrassing telling people about him. It's complicated. Griff wasn't the most popular guy. He had his faults. But I still loved him, you know? Sometimes people don't understand. I never knew my parents. My brother always looked out for me. He's the one who brought me here to Tars. I was just a kid, only 5. But I remember the trip, if you could call it that. We were stuffed inside a packing crate in the Starfreighter's cargo hold with just enough food and water to make the trip. Not exactly first class, you know? I don't know the whole story. I was pretty young, but my brother owed a lot of money. Might even have been a few arrest warrants out for him, I don't know. The only way to get off the planet was to smuggle ourselves out. I mean, I don't want to make it sound like we were criminals. Well, maybe my brother was. See, this is why I don't like to talk about it. It makes Griff sound worse than he really was. My brother had his problems, but he always looked out for me. He gambled and drank, and he was always borrowing money for his latest get-rich-quick scheme. But he had a good heart, you know? He taught me how to survive, showed me how to slice into a computer security system, how to get inside a locked building without the entrance codes, and how to spot a wealthy mark for a quick shell game. Yeah, Griff did right by me. I really miss him since he left. I keep hoping he'll come back someday. He promised me he would. Why do you gotta go putting my brother down like that? That's just mean. Besides, it wasn't his. He fell in with a bad crowd. It's all Lena's fault. She's the one who took him from me. Just batted those long legs. I don't want to talk about Griff and Lena. Just the thought of that space tramp makes my blood boil. Subject's closed as far as I'm concerned. If I'm gonna be any help to you, I can't be worrying about my brother running off with some intergalactic skank. So is there something else you need? Okay.
Yes, what's... You got it.
It paid when the day of you...
Come on.
The evil walks among us.
Mm-hmm. Ridiculous. Right.
Welcome back up. What? As you...
All right. We'll resume at a later date.
No more KoTOR. Not today, he said.
Maybe more later, but that's good for now.
Yeah.